I'm Kerry Gillett. I am a mum of one, Fredster, and I'm the founder of This Welsh Mother. I'm also newly a Welsh learner. So I thought I would make this video because lots of you were super interested in hearing about my Welsh learning journey. Because I've decided to make this video, my neighbour has just decided to start cutting the grass. Not annoying at all, but we shall persevere. So yeah, I'm just going to be making short updates every month to let you know how I'm going on, and hopefully it might give you a bit of confidence to start learning as well if you are thinking of sending your children through the Welsh medium education system, or are just interested in learning yourself, because why the hell not? So I have a bit of a weird setup with Welsh because I have a Welsh speaking parent. My lovely mum, Awenna, grew up around Machynlleth and is first language Welsh, as are all of her family and all of my family who still live up there. But I didn't grow up in that area. I am from mid Wales, but I grew up around Welshpool in Newtown, and we didn't really know Welsh speakers around there. So my mum used to speak Welsh to us sporadically at home when we were kids, but it didn't really stick, and we went to an English language school. It's just never really a thing. So we're both, my brother and I, are not Welsh speakers, which is a little bit weird. I feel a bit awkward as an adult when people hear that I'm from Wales. They say, oh, the first thing anyone ever says is, do you speak Welsh? And I say no. And if any Welsh people find out that my mum is from Machynlleth, they automatically assume that I speak Welsh, and they may ask me, usually in Welsh, if I speak Welsh, and I'm like, no, and they're like, but your mum's from Mach. So I think they just expect that we would speak Welsh. Now I live in South Wales, and my partner James is English, but I have always felt a little bit weird that I don't speak Welsh, and I was sure as hell really early on that I wanted Fred to be a Welsh speaker. So we attended TAV group in my local village, and then we found a local Maithrin for him to attend preschool, and in September, I'm waiting to find out, but he will be attending Welsh language primary school. Fred is quite good at speaking Welsh actually, because my mum will speak Welsh to him and I will use words sporadically with him that I know, and he's quite confident in what he speaks, but he's at that funny stage where I don't think he understands that there's a difference in the languages, so he just says what words he wants. Sometimes he says coch, sometimes he says red, sometimes he'll ask for things in Welsh, sometimes he'll ask for things in English. I think he just doesn't differentiate at the moment, doesn't really think about what he's saying, it just comes out. That's 3-year-olds for you. A couple of months ago, at the beginning of 2019, I took advantage of a free Club Cwtch group which was run in Pontypool, and that is Welsh for the Family, which is a free course. I believe it might have been 6 or 8 weeks long, and they ran the course below Fred's nursery, and so it was something I could take him to, and the lady taught us lots of really useful phrases and Welsh words just to do with general life, like bedtimes and meal times, colours, playing with toys, things that you would generally use with your children. So I will link Club Cwtch. It's a really great introduction. If you've not done it, take the kids along. You don't have to if you don't want to. Some people turned up without their children, but I would definitely recommend giving that a go. I've finished that now and signed up for a course which is bigger with Say Something in Welsh. So our local college did come out to Club Cwtch and say that they would be interested in running a course for us in September, which would be fabulous. But I work all kinds of crazy hours, so I'm not sure that I would definitely be able to attend a weekly course. I did miss quite a few Club Cwtch weeks because of catering bookings, etc. Just self-employed life. So I was really interested in Say Something in Welsh because it's all online. So it can be done in my own time. It doesn't involve me going into a specific building and taking a lesson. So I found them online. They run a ton of different types of courses, and I've signed up for their 6-month immersion course to make you become a confident Welsh speaker. So I'm not expecting to be fully bilingual in 6 months, but I really want to build on the skills I already have and just feel a lot more confident with the things that Fred might be encountering in school. Just to preface this, I know that the schools are really helpful and will provide things in dual language and in English to help us, but I just really want to also be able to learn alongside him and also be a really confident Welsh speaker, not just an English speaker who has a child who speaks Welsh. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. So I've signed up to Say Something in Welsh. Say Something in Welsh is actually quite cost effective because you can sign up and have access to the course at the moment for £99. So for £100 you get the whole 6 months, which is ridiculously good value. You also can sign up if you don't want to pay that. You can pay, I think it's £40 a month or around that amount, and you can continue paying £40 a month for the whole 6 months of the course if that's easier for you to do. The good thing about them is if you're not engaging in the classes and you're not ticking off that you've done the work, they will refund you for the course. So it's not a big money making exercise. They don't want to see you out of pocket and paying for a course that you're not using. I felt really confident in paying them to help me learn. I'd also heard the guy or one of the people who runs Say Something in Welsh on the Steve Wright show on Radio 2. I think it was Steve Wright. Well, anyway, he was on Radio 2. So he was giving a Welsh lesson on there, and it just really fits in for me. And I'm into the whole online business thing, so the online method works for me. I'm now about to embark on week 3. So I've really enjoyed week 1 and week 2. I have learnt quite a few new phrases, and I've been surprised at the bits and pieces that have come from the back of my mind, like the drawers that you hold in your brain. So people have been speaking Welsh at me for years. If you've got Welsh family, you'll know what I mean. So I understand a lot more than I can vocalise myself. So that's been quite good. Also, the way that the course is structured, it's like a learning game. It's building upon phrases, and that's been really interesting and has definitely worked. One thing I found difficult is finding the time to do it. I'm not going to lie, I'm really busy, got a toddler. It does take some dedication to find a few hours a week to do the lessons, make sure they're ticked off, and some of them you want to listen to twice just for the sake of it, and they're about half an hour a piece, so it does take some time to find that. So I've started to dedicate Wednesday morning at home to just doing the lessons, getting them done. I don't want to say that, getting them out of the way, but at least I know I've done them then and can tick them off. And with Club Coach and also this Say Something Welsh course, I just, when I'm speaking to Fred, I am remembering a lot of Welsh words and phrases. They're like popping into my head, and then I can use them with him. And one of the things I'd say is don't be afraid to just pidgin your Welsh. So I will speak to Fred in English, and if I occasionally remember a Welsh word, I'll just use it and I'll just throw it into the sentence or the thing I'm asking him to do, and he doesn't seem to notice, and it just makes me feel more confident about what I'm doing. So that so far is the downside. And the upside, I think it's really great value. I think it's really great for boosting your confidence, and I can definitely see how it will work over the 6 months. So far so good. Fingers crossed it continues. I'm going to try to do some of the online Welsh meetups. So each week there is a little conversation you can have on a video call with people in Say Something in Welsh, and I've not wanted to go for the first 2 weeks because I was scared like I'd have nothing to say. So I'm going to force myself to do that this month in April, and also use a bit more Welsh with both my mum and also the people at nursery. we'll see how it goes, but I am feeling confident about it. So that is my little update so far. If any of you are learning Welsh or are Welsh speakers, feel free to comment below this, and I would love to chat to you. Over on our Instagram page, I'm also putting up some Welsh phrases and words as I'm learning, because I think they might be useful for other people who are in the same situation. So if you want to find those, it's on Instagram at This Welsh Mother. We'd love to have you. So that's it for this month. I'll make another video and let you know how weeks 3 to 6 have gone at the end of April. Wish me luck.